Stranded together, Spider-Man and Harley Quinn become the most unlikely survival team you never saw coming. On a sun-baked desert island with no tech, no backup, and everything to lose, their clashing styles. Webbed agility versus chaotic genius. Spark explosive action, dark comedy, and unexpected heart. Stay with me to catch clever survival tricks, surprising teamwork, and a twist that reshapes what you thought you knew about both characters. Entertainment, insight, and a few survival hacks all rolled into one wild ride. Stranded shenanigans. Spider-Man and Harley Quinn's desert island adventure. The first priorities on any uninhabited island are securing fresh water, shelter, and a way to signal for rescue, and both of them set about those tasks with very different styles. Spider-Man moves methodically, scanning the shoreline for runoff and following the vegetation line to a likely freshwater trickle, while Harley Quinn treats every rusted tin can and driftwood plank like a potential prop in an elaborate gag. Practical skills get married to improvisation. Spider-Man uses webbing to rig a simple catchment system from a broad leaf to funnel dew, and Harley fashions a hammock from torn shirt fabric and vines, singing off-key as she knots. They argue about the best signaling method. He wants a large SOS on the sand. She prefers a flaming cartoon heart that says, "Send a boat." Both ideas have merit. The water holds up, and their teamwork turns basic survival into an ongoing experiment in creativity. Shelter becomes a stage for their personalities. Spider-Man, with acrobatic finesse and an engineer's eye, fastens a lightweight canopy between palms, tensioning lines to shed rain and create shade. Harley, who trained as a gymnast and has a knack for theatrical carpentry, builds an entrance arch decorated with shells and a hand-painted welcome sign that reads, "Welcome, kinda," and then insists on a game of crab bowling. They balance practicality with flair. The canopy is sturdy enough to withstand gusts, while the decorative arch doubles as a lookout post painted bright, so it can catch the eye of distant search planes. Nightfall brings shared duties, watch rotation, fire tending, and storytelling, and the island takes on a strange, cozy domesticity that belies their wildly different backgrounds. Food and resource gathering reveals both strengths and limits. Spider-Man's reflexes let him snatch fish out of shallow pools with web netting, and he identifies edible coastal plants by cross-referencing his practical knowledge with what washes up from the tides. Harley improvises hunting tools from bone and driftwood and demonstrates uncanny luck when cracking coconuts with theatrical swings of a battered mallet. The coconuts provide both hydration and calories, and the meat is a useful source of fat. They also salvage items from a wrecked dinghy, an air pump, a torn sail, and a bent flare gun, and repurpose them. The sail becomes a rain catchment sheet, the pump turns into a makeshift bellows for the fire, and the flare gun is kept precisely for signaling. Practical choices are punctuated by absurd ones, such as using lipstick to mark a giant "help" on the beach because Harley claims it's for the aesthetics. Visual details keep the mood lively and cinematic. Sunlight bounces off a bright red and blue costume streaked with sand, while smeared whiteface and pink hair stand out against palm silhouettes. The contrast makes every scene feel like a comic panel come to life. Quick, short beats of action break up longer, reflective moments. A sudden monkey raid on their food cache, a rainstorm that tests the canopy, an impromptu dance-off to pass the hours. They trade quips and one-liners, but the quiet moments, stargazing from the hammock, sharing a rationed coconut, reveal a surprising camaraderie. In every scene, practical survival choices are played out with theatrical showmanship, making their desert island ordeal as much about character dynamics and inventive problem-solving as it is about staying alive. The sun sinks on our unlikely island duo. Spider-Man and Harley Quinn, bruised but grinning, have turned wreckage into refuge, chaos into teamwork, and mistrust into something like friendship. You watch them tumble from the skies, spar, improvise shelter, outsmart jungle predators, and find moments of sharp humor that revealed who they really are beneath the masks. If that twisty mix of action, heart, and comic mayhem hooked you, you weren't alone. We felt every laugh, scare, and surprise right beside you. If you want more, like and subscribe to stay with us. Drop a comment telling us which moment stuck with you or what would you do on that island. Next time, we'll return with a storm that forces hard choices, and maybe a way home. Plus behind-the-scenes looks and alternate endings you won't want to miss.